and journalist Dom Lucre. Thank you both for coming on. Dee, you heard Sonny Hostin right there. It's kind of amazing. The question is not what's wrong with America, it's what's right with America. And it kind of goes back to what you coined, the whole phrase of pragmaticals, Dee. The people who are like just looking for the basics in life and want life to be normal and safe and secure.
Yes, this election has so restored my
I
faith
almost
in
spoke
America's
because her name
ability
is
to
Dee
be
and my name is
critical
Tom.
thinkers, to not
It messed my
be
head
spending
up.
$1 billion in advertising, marketing, and branding, but rather to think through these issues. But you know, it shouldn't be surprising. Americans are pragmatic. They're common sense people. They're grounded. They're sensible. They're looking at their families and saying, you know what, I want to feed my family. I want to be able to trust that my child is going to be under my care, not the state's care. It goes on and on. So many different issues that American families looked at critically and made decisions because the competition was not giving them information and solid evidence of what they would do.
And I think that's right. Here is Charlemagne the God. He said this.
Don't y'all find it strange that now that he's won, they're not calling him a threat to democracy? They're not calling him a fascist. I would think that, you know, if you really believe that, then somebody's speech would be about how America effed up and how things are about to be really bad. It just makes you wonder how much of it did they really believe or how much of it was just politics.
I mean, Dom, they're not calling him a fascist and Hitler anymore because they were lying to the American people and they knew it. And so they stopped calling it after he won the election. Even President Biden, who called him all kinds of stuff, is now saying it's going to be fine. What do you think?
I think it really just shows that most of these narratives that these people push, they only have a certain time frame, and they already understand what they're pushing is false. It's complete propaganda from day one. It's just that it has a pretty short time frame. I like to call it fast food politics.
Fast food politics.
That's what the left pretty much tries to push to the black community for the most part. I view conservative more so like a full course meal in comparison, but they push a lot of fast food politics. It's here today, gone tomorrow.
Are they fooling anybody, Dom?
They did in the past, but I say they've done a terrible job with fooling us, it seems, this year. I believe because they really haven't changed their strategies as of much. They've been doing the same thing over and over, expecting everyone just to fall in line.
Yeah. Dee, I want to play some of this podcast. It's Jon Stewart saying the left never dreamed that Trump would actually win the actual fair, right way. Here's what he said.
How is he going to use undemocratic principles? What measure of intimidation and underhanded shenaniganery will this man use to worm his way back into the Oval Office? And it turned out he used our electoral system as it is designed. And in that moment, I thought, well, I'm not sure we have a team of lawyers for that.
Do it the right way. What I'm fascinated about, Dee, is when you see the Joe Rogans and the Theo Vaughns and Jon Stewart, these podcasts are becoming so influential.
Mm-hmm.
This definitely was a big change in terms of the, Dom.
It happened to me again.
Election for sure. And I think they had a lot of power to get the message across, not just in short sound bites, but so we could really see the candidates.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly right. And the whole thing, Dom, is that you see the platform and you see what's happening and people are listening for 3 hours. I mean, we think it's a TikTok generation where you need 30 seconds. People are sitting down and listening for 3 hours. Finally, Jen Psaki said this on traditional media on MSNBC Monday. Watch.
There is a real question I hope people start looking at about who people are listening to. In my view, there was an over-listening to and an over-lifting up of people who left Trump, not people who left the Democratic Party. The people who left Trump, the never-Trumpers who have important voices and that is not the winning coalition.
Sometimes, Dom, you just have to say we lost and we need to get better. MSNBC is hemorrhaging viewers.
Yeah, they definitely are. And I like the fact that you mentioned about the podcast, but I'd also like to mention the streamers. You see, the left, they've typically had a great control on media because celebrities in the past, I would say about up to 2016, they held a significant amount of weight in culture in America. But we see through these new generations after millennials and after Gen Z, specifically with Gen Z, is the rise of streamers. And we've seen President-elect Trump take a great advantage of the streaming community. which rejected Kamala Harris. A poll came out that over 94% of Kick, which is the third largest streaming service, 94% of their influencers all rejected Kamala Harris. That tells us that although she has a lot of influence in the past, she does not have the future, which we're pushing forward. Trump was the way forward. He utilized the streamers. He utilized the future. These streamers are the new celebrities in 2024. No one is pushing the numbers that they're pushing, and Trump was able to maintain that and utilize that. I mean,
wow.
Yeah, having Beyonce, it might matter, but it's nothing in comparison to Aiden Ross. It's nothing in comparison to Casa not telling 40 million viewers at one time. You know, by the time the day ends, about 40 million people seeing that, oh, the Secret Service called me. I denied it. That's a detrimental blow, and it shows who's controlling the culture. And I believe the culture is shifting to conservatism.
Dom, great information. Dee, good insight. We appreciate it. Thank you both. Coming up, the conservative movement gaining momentum among Gen Z.
Yes, sir. So that's my absolute first Fox News appearance. And I tell you, it was different. I was super excited, very nervous because I never got the opportunity to really get on Fox yet. But what I was saying is it's getting a lot of headway. I'm seeing this starting to go viral all across social media, which is cool. And it's going viral in the streaming culture because what I said is striking to some. Yes, streamers have become the new source of media. Streamers have a larger impact than the typical celebrity in 2024. Like I said before, having Beyonce on stage, it does matter. Having Beyonce on stage, it does help. But having Beyonce on stage does not win in comparison to having Aiden Ross. Streamers right now have replaced what's conventional. It's hard for generations before Generation Z to really accept it, but it's evident when you look at people like Speed and see how he's traveling all across the world and how he has flocks of people chasing him as if he's Michael Jackson reincarnated. I don't see a typical NBA star being able to generate that type of hype across the world, but that's possible through streaming. They get these parasocial relationships where people become connected with you and they feel like they know you and they feel as family. That has created, it's led to us having some of the greatest stars of all time. And not just from talent, but in terms of how many eyes that's on them. That's what makes you a star, how many people know you. And I had to blow the whistle. I'm so glad that Fox gave me the opportunity, but I blew the whistle on this is the future. This is what we're heading to. Streamers and influencers are having more power on politics, on American culture, than conventional celebrities. They are the new stars. Just like listeners and viewers, you are the new media. We are in a new era. Things change. There was once a time where they say a man could never fly. We're in times where people say a celebrity can never die. The age of celebrity is dying, and this election was proof of it, because think about it. The best way to really look at it in a sample size is an election, because that's when both parties put it all on the table. The most powerful entities in our country go at it with each other, right? Nothing is more powerful than those two entities, the Republican and Democrat Party. Seriously. Because regardless if your business is independent or not, you will align with one of those parties in a way. So with that being said, these two powerful entities are going to throw it all on the table. So you're going to see what is actually effective. We're seeing at the top level what streamers can do and what celebrities can do. And celebrities, they just don't hit it no more. They don't. I'm super thankful for all the support that you guys have given me. And I'm super excited to keep bringing more content. I hope you're liking the new style. You see, I'm putting some work in, trying to make this thing look a lot better for us and trying to make it more enjoyable. But if there's any type of improvement I need to put down, please let me know. I got more exposés to drop, as you know. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, hit the notification bell. But seriously, I want some constructive criticism on the new setup. Should I go back to the other one? Should I keep it fancy? Let me know so I can keep it real. Until the next one, we're going to break another narrative on another day.